Hey guys, what is up? It is Jack here with another Digimon World Next Order video. Today's guide should be quite short as we're going to be looking at the Digi Eggs that are available to you as a player every time one of your in-game partners pass away. More specifically, we're going to highlight which eggs can actually become which rookies, but then also cover a handful of the champions that you can get from these rookies as well. If I were you, I might be thinking, Jack, why are you making this video? What is the point in an egg guide? There's a few simple answers for this, but it basically boils down to 1. I wanted to try and actually teach myself to remember which eggs can actually become which rookies. In game, sure, you can press triangle and the game will show you which baby or in training digis you can actually get from each egg, but in my opinion this isn't really as useful as it could be. For example, if you were to quiz me which egg I needed in order to get a certain Digimon, like Biyomon for example, or which egg I would need to get Devimon, I wouldn't actually be much use. In fact, other than the obvious, I think that one's the Agumon egg, I think that one's the Gabumon egg, I would be pretty useless at remembering any of the others. So that's my first reason. My second line of thinking was that whilst teaching myself, maybe I can also help some of you guys who are also a bit sketchy when it comes to remembering which egg is which. If you enjoy the visual aid of learning with graphics and stuff, or maybe you just enjoy hearing me talk nonsense for 10 minutes, then maybe you'll like this video. There are 217 Digimon in this game, and so as a mini disclaimer, I won't waste your time going over every possible Digivolution. Instead, we're just going to be focusing on the rookies. But if you're looking for a guide detailing how to get a specific Digimon, I will post a link to a useful chart below that you might find handy. Let me know down in the comments below if you like the Next Order egg system, or if you feel like they could have added a few more features to help you predict or plan your Digimon's life a little better. Having all this been said, let's get into the video. So, starting things off, first up we have the Yellowy Golden Egg, which I, in my mind, like to think of as the Agumon egg. When you choose this one, you will start off with Bottomon, who will eventually become Koromon. If anybody remembers the show, then you'll remember that Koromon becomes Agumon eventually, so that's kind of why I remember this one as the Agumon egg. As well as this, however, other rookies that you can actually get from this one are Toy Agumon, Agumon Black, Vmon, and also Shoutmon. Now, from these rookies, there are also a number of different possibilities you can then go into as Champion Digimon, but we're not going to cover all of them just to save time, and instead I'll name but a few. So, picking the yellow egg could eventually net you a Greymon, a Greymon Blue, Wizardramon, Guardramon, Tyrannomon, Saberdramon, Fugamon, Meramon, and XVmon and Vdramon. Again, just a couple of examples. There are obviously a lot more possibilities, but these are just some of the ones that I thought you guys would be interested in the most. Moving on, up next we have this nice sort of aqua coloured egg, and this is the one that I like to call the Gabumon egg. Starting off in Baby in Training Mode 1, you'll become Punamon, and after that you'll become Sunomon. From then, the rookies you can get from Sunomon are as follows. Obviously Gabumon, but then you can also have Gaumon, Psychmon, Gabumon Black, and also Gumdramon. Some champion potentials that you can then go on to are Garurumon, Galgamon, Seadramon, Leomon, Togemon, Gargamon, Cubimon, Stingmon, Gatomon, and Churiarmon. Not a bad bunch at all if you ask me. Gaumon's actually one of my favourite rookies in this game, and so picking up the egg just to get him is normally worthwhile, in my opinion at least. Our third egg is the purple one, and if you were to choose this one, your first baby that you will receive will start off as Poyomon, and then he will become Togemon. From this, the 5 rookies you can then receive are Patamon, Biyomon, Tsukaimon, Hackmon, and Lucimon. You'll have to forgive my Lucimon picture, as I haven't yet got that rookie in the game. From these 5 you can then go on to all your different champion variations, some of which are Angemon, Vdramon, Grillmon Orange, Birdramon, Red Vdramon, Yukomon, and Devimon, just to name but a few. If you were to choose the white egg with the sort of darkish kind of cloud shapes on top of it, your baby Digimon will start off as Yukimi Bottomon, who will then become Nyaromon. From this little yellow dude, your 5 rookies will be Salamon, Snowagamon, Renamon, Biyomon, and again Lucimon. Some champions you can then expect to bump into if you pick the white egg are as follows: Gatomon, Gargamon, Sorcerermon, Cubimon Silver, Leomon, Angemon, and Birdramon. Some of these are actually pretty decent, so if you decide to choose this one, then you might not be too disappointed. Our 5th egg up on the list is the pink one with the sort of small circles on it. Picking up this bad boy will start you off with Pabamon, who will then become Motimon. From here you can go into any of the 5 rookies: Tentomon, Wormmon, Gotsumon, Hackmon, or Hagurumon. As you can see, we've got a couple of bug Digimon here, so it'll be no surprise then that some of your champions are Kabuterimon, Red Vegemon, Kawagamon, Woodmon, Stingmon, but then there's also Bomber Nanimon, Devimon, and Ogremon. Again, just naming a couple. Our next egg is the red one that I'm sure a lot of players haven't ignored because it's actually one of the cooler looking ones in my opinion. Hatching from this egg, we can expect the baby Gyaremon, who will then become Digimon, not to be confused with Digimon. When moving it into rookie form, you can expect to receive either Gilmon, Goblimon, Solarmon, Gotsumon, or Shoutmon again. Afterwards, some champion potentials could be Growlmon, Growlmon Orange, Tyrannomon, Galgamon, Red Vegiemon, or Gardramon Gold. Again, I quite like this egg as I can get Gilmon, who is pretty cool, but then at the same time you have to be careful because you want to be dodging things like Goblimon and probably also Gotsumon, unless you're going for a specific Digimon. If you were to choose the white egg with the yellow triangles, you would start off with the baby Zenomon, who will then become Gummymon. After this, your 5 rookies are Terriermon, Toy Agamon, Clear Agamon, Hagurumon, and Gaumon. Taking any one of these little funky doodahs forward will net you either a Gargamon, a Kakumon, Angemon, Ogremon, there's an XVmon here, Hyogomon, which is like the evil ice sort of Ogremon, and also Gardramon Gold once again. If you were to hatch our number 8 spot, which looks very similar to an Electrode in my opinion, you will start off with the baby Konamon, who will then become Kokomon. From here, one of your 5 rookies could be any of the following: Lopmon, Demi-Devimon, Shaymon, Toy Agamon Black, and also Wormmon. If you then manage to keep any one of these ones alive long enough, it is likely that you'll achieve something along the lines of Teruimon, Devimon, Sorcerermon, Wizardramon, Kyubimon Silver, Fugamon, Vegiemon, or Koagamon. I'm probably butchering a bunch of these names, and if so, I do apologise. I'm sure you guys will be quick to correct me in the comments. For some reason, this next one to me reminds me of Toy Story and the wallpaper in Andy's bedroom. I don't know, that's just weird. I should probably, yeah, I'm going to edit that out. Hatching this little guy will get you Peachymon, who will then turn into Bukamon. From this, any of your 5 rookies could be Gomamon, Vmon, Snowgoblimon, Clear Agamon, and Gumdramon. Some champions that can follow from any of these 5 could be Ikakumon, Veedramon, Seedramon, Icemon, Sorcerermon again, Hyogamon, Cubimon Silver, or Gatomon. There's definitely some potential in this egg, but you know, there's also some shitters, if you know what I mean, so just be careful with this one. Our second last egg on the list is our green one. Hatching one of these will get you our Urumon, who will then become Tanamon. Judging by the green textures of the egg and also the rookie that we get from it, you can expect to get a couple of plant guys, and so sure enough, our 5 rookies are Palmon, Renamon randomly, Aruramon, which is kind of just like a discount version of Palmon, but then also Goblimon and Demi-Devimon. From here, you could then go into any of the following: Togemon, Woodmon, Vegiemon, Red Vegiemon, Yukomon, Stingmon, Devimon, or Sorcerermon. If you want anything kind of planty, this is probably the egg you want to pick, apart from Renamon. I don't actually know what she's doing in there. And lastly, we have what will be a bonus egg for a lot of you guys. You will receive this after you complete the main campaign for the first time. As you can see from the pictures shown on the screen just now, this is all the kind of darky kind of Digimon, so you can expect a couple of evil things in here. Hatching this little gothic chihuahua will get you a Kuramon, who will then become Sumemon. From this, our 5 little rookie minions could be Keramon, Toy Agamon Black, Gabamon Black, or Sukaimon. Again, very kind of dark and evil, and also kind of cool. Lastly, some champion potentials we can get from this are Chrysalimon, Kabuterimon, Garurumon Black, Fugamon, Greymon Blue, Stingmon, or Yokomon. And also your grandmother. She's in here as well. And that is it, guys. You will be pleased to know that this video is now eventually over. In short, the main goal of this guide was to help you familiarise yourself a bit better with which eggs give which rookies, which will then hopefully lead you to pick the correct eggs when beginning your life cycle again. I definitely feel like this is one of the weirdest kind of next order guides I've done this far, but I'm not entirely quite sure what to make of it. You guys be sure to let me know down in the comments whether you found this useful or not. One thing that I say quite often, but it resonates true to each video that I make, I would expect this guide to be most useful to players who are pretty new to the game, so although some of you veteran players might not find it super useful, just remember that someone else might, so as always, try and keep that in mind. Anyways, that about does it for me, guys. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. You guys are my absolute favourite. I have been Jack, aka Mr. Wolfie, aka whatever you and the gardener and the gardener's mother and their brother wants to call me. Thank you once again, I love you. I love your face. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.